I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another player review. Very happy to be able to bring you this player review, 96 rated Angel Di Maria. Now, if you missed the Road to Glory yesterday, kind of a spoiler alert really, packed him, right? Used him in Weekend League, not how I wanted to use him, to be honest, because he was more brought on as a sub than anything else. Reason being is because my Weekend League team, it does have a couple of French League players in it, like 3 in fact. I could have got a soft link to him and played him on like 7 or 8 chem, but I didn't really want to do that, so what I was doing was playing with my normal team, which basically has Kubo's Future Stars and Kostic team of the season. I keep forgetting his name. The Frankfurt SBC player moments. Is it Kamada? I've got him in there as well. He's a very good player, by the way. But yeah, Di Maria was coming off the bench and more or less replacing Kubo. But then switching over to the right-hand side where he would effectively replace Kostic, who was then coming off for the likes of Ryan Kent or whoever other sweaty player that I had on the bench to bring on. So yeah, he was more brought on as a super sub. He played a lot of games though. I'm probably talking double the amount of games that I normally take to review someone, which because obviously he's coming on as a sub at half-time, he's therefore played more than enough for me to know whether he's good or bad. And of course I have got on my my other account, I've got the 89 player moments Angel Di Maria, so I'm not a stranger to this guy. I know how he works and I knew what to expect going into it. That's why I was kind of excited when I packed him. I would say it's a shame he's tradable. It's not, because obviously we can sell him, pick up the coins and reinvest that into other team of the season cards and upgrade packs and whatever that we want to do. But if I had packed him untradeable, it would have forced me to obviously to keep him, and then I would have been able to use him throughout the rest of the game. It's a shame that we've only really got one more meaningful team of the season left, and that is of course the ultimate, where we're all going to pack team of the season Alisson and Oblak, I'm sure. But with that being said, 96 rated, 5-star skills. Can't tell you how happy I am about that. Only the 3-star weak foot, so we've got a bit of a negativity there, but that's pretty much where the negativity just disappears. There's not an awful lot more to talk about in terms of this card not being good. We've got medium defensive work rate, high attacking. He's got a lean body type, which is sensational. Left-footed, we know that. It's notorious that, not necessarily in FIFA, but just, well, maybe more in FIFA than real life, because I don't think that some of these players' weak foots are as bad as EA make them out to be, rather. But left-footed players in FIFA generally, not always, but most of the time, have bad right feet. Bale doesn't have a very good right foot. Salah doesn't have a very good right foot. Obviously, Di Maria is in there as well. Mesut Ozil. We could go on and on. The list is endless. I don't know what it is. If you're left-footed, you can't use your right foot, apparently. So, 98 acceleration, 97 sprint speed. We've got insane dribbling. Only the 85 balance to speak of, which is really, I would say, quite low, actually. In comparison to the other stats on this card, that is low. Brilliant shooting across the board. 99 for long shot, shot power, positioning. 93 volleys, 92 finishing. The dribbling is some of the best you will ever see. Sorry, the passing is some of the best you'll ever see. 99 for vision, crossing, free kicks, curve. And then 96 short passing, 93 long passing. 91 stamina is brilliant. 85 aggression is about bang on. I'm happy with that. Anything lower and we might have a discussion, but you know, anything higher and we're laughing, right? But 85 is fine. The strength at 70, you know, he's 5'11", he's borderline 6 foot, which kind of means that he isn't the shortest of players. You know, if this guy's 5'9", he's even better than he is at 5'11". But does the 2 inches really make that much of a difference? Not particularly, but when it comes to the strength, you kind of get the impression that he's a little bit stronger than he is. Not a problem, just worth mentioning. He can crack them. This guy from distance is dangerous when it comes to free kicks, when it comes to dead ball situations in general, wherever it may be, but also running down that right hand side, cutting in on that left foot and then just letting fly. Didn't do it as much in Weekend League as I normally would do in Rivals, because I care a little bit too much about the results of Weekend League, but I did have a go with a few, as you will have seen or will be seeing at some point. And I am going to keep this card a little bit longer than Weekend League so I can play with it in Rivals, just to have a little bit of a mess around, really. I'll actually start him, and maybe in the Road to Glory you'll hear a little bit more of an analysis on him, I guess. I know, realistically, what I should have done was delayed this, done some Rivals as well, but just literally come off the back of playing like 15 games of Weekend League in a row. Kind of don't want to go into Rivals, to be honest. I've like I said, I've used the player moments. I know what to expect, or I knew what to expect going into it, and I knew what I was going to think. It was one of the easiest reviews I've ever done, and that's why I was happy to bring him off the bench. But I've got like over 100 games with that player moments card. Not that that's a lot really in the grand scheme of things, but it's enough that I know all about him. So the team of the season was obviously just going to be a more refined, better version of that card, and it is. I mean, it's 7 better in pace, 9 better in shooting, 12 in passing, 6 in dribbling, 6 in defending, and 10 in physical. So like I said, I knew what to expect going into this, and I knew exactly what I was going to think. Now, in terms of a chem style, you've got options, but all of them are quite limited because he's basically perfect in every department that you can improve upon anyway. Obviously, the balance is something you would actively look to improve upon. If you could improve balance and strength, I think you'd probably be doing that. But unfortunately, I don't. Maybe an architect is the way? No, architect doesn't do it. Does an artist do it? I don't know. I don't know how you would go about doing balance and strength. Like I said, I don't even know if there is a way to do that. Obviously, I didn't bother with it. The ideal chem style, I think, is probably an engine. I didn't go for the engine personally because I didn't want... Obviously, you've seen the chem style I went with, but I didn't want to go with the engine because I didn't want to go and waste 5k for the sake of just 10, 15 games and then to sell him on. There was pretty much no point in me doing that. So what I decided to do instead was just to give him a little sniper. I mean, the passing for me is good enough, and I was mainly going to use him to attack and to try and get into the penalty area and score goals with. So realistically, bumping that finishing, and then I'm happy with the 5 balance boost. And of course, we do bump up the dribbling and the ball control to 99. The composure goes to 98, and we get a reactions boost as well because I wanted him to feel as responsive as possible. So I went with a sniper. If you're looking to pick this card up and keep him, and you don't want to use him as a striker, I would recommend an engine personally, because you just top up the sprint speed and the acceleration. You also refine that short passing, long passing, and you get that 10 balance 5 reaction. You don't need to worry about the composure, in my opinion, because it's fine. I just forgot more than anything else to put the chem style on him for 2 games. So I played with him for 2 halves, essentially a full game, without any chem style, and I didn't have a problem with the composure or anything like that, so I wouldn't worry too much if you go with the engine over what I said before, like the sniper, because the composure is not really going to do anything for you. This card is great. Like, there's just no other way to say it. This is a very, very good high-end end game card. There are 2, I wouldn't even say problems. I didn't find them to be problems, but if you are looking to be that sort of top 100 Elite 1 player and you need every edge possible, there are definitely 2 things you're going to want to take into consideration with this. But ultimately, if you are playing any gold tier, silver tier, maybe you don't even play Weekend League, but you know what I mean, if you're that quality of player where you hit high silver, low gold, or anything below silver, of course, but you know, if you're hitting sort of gold in general, maybe even Elite 3, you would be more than happy with this card. You are going to really, really enjoy yourself. The only thing I would say is the 3-star weak foot. If you are going, and if you play this way, this is going to be a problem for you. If you don't play this way, you should be able to avoid it. If you're bombing down that right-hand side and you look to play the ball across the goal with whether it be a double tap pass or low driven pass or whatever it may be, but you go down to the byline, you drag it back, chances are you're going to be playing it backwards with the right foot. He's left-footed, 3-star weak foot, the accuracy isn't there. So you either have to compromise and play him on the left side, but know that you can't cut in onto the stronger left foot, you have to cut in onto the weaker foot, or you play him as a striker and hope that you never really need to use the 3-star weak foot. Sounds like a big problem. It's not really. It's just something worth mentioning. I used him as a right wing, as a sub, and then I also brought him on as a striker, moved Kamada down to cam, and that seemed to work quite well. He's very versatile. You can play him anywhere across the front three, but just bear in mind that he does have that 3-star weak foot that can go against you. The only other thing worth mentioning, going shoulder to shoulder with someone who's got more than 70 strength and a sort of more stockier body type, if you will, than lean, you are going to struggle. But he's got such good dribbling and pace, you should be able to get past them with maybe a one of those, what is it, like a fake shot, like a running fake shot, I don't know what they're called, but you get a little boost of pace doing that, and you should be able to muscle your way through even with 70 strength. I did really enjoy myself. I think it's a fantastic card, and I think that for 400-ish thousand coins on Xbox, he's about 320, which is crazy. I think that this is a very, very, very well-priced card. It's just endgame in every sense of the word. Just look out for that weak foot if you're that anal about it. You know, if you're that worried about it, yeah, stay clear, sure. But for me, doesn't matter. This guy off the bench was incredible. If you have enjoyed this play review, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really does help me out a lot. Check out my Patreon for exclusive videos. Link for that down below as well. Subscribe to the channel for new, of course. Until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.